Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Separate, separate,
There you go.
separate minutes. I'll make a motion to approve October 10th minutes.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Motion to approve October 13 minutes.
Is there a second?
Was it,
second that.
was it just me, you, and Kevin? Yeah.
Abstain?
Abstain. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Minutes approved. Communications.
Everything at conservation is taken care of. I have forwarded you guys the results. So you can look through them at your convenience.
Good to see somebody else has some excitement on their committee.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's about time someone else had zero things.
I'm glad it's over. Glad it's over. That's all I had to say.
I don't think I really, we just had the candidates elections, nothing else. So.
Yeah, canvass elections, and then I was supposed to have an early childhood meeting, and I did not attend because I was,
What was it?
yeah. And I was planning on doing it virtually, but wasn't working out real good, so.
I went to the Iowa County, Friends of Iowa County Conservation Gala on Saturday night. There was a good showing, really good banquet, a lot of good things said. I expressed on behalf of us that we think they're a great organization. We couldn't, do all the things we do out at the different parks if it wasn't for them. And then also on Monday, I went to the fall VA Commissioner School. They said liaisons and supervisors, board of supervisors could go. There's probably about 4 board of supervisors there and probably, 115 commissioners. It was a big class. It was very well informed. They had a full day's agenda. A lot of it was 20-minute stuff just on little different things like code changes for veterans, veterans getting out and voting. Paul Pate was there. Veteran workforce services. They had some foundations that help veterans with events, if they need to, if they're raising money, they'll give, it was actually the Iowa Select Farms, which is a big pork producer. They give a lot of money to veterans. And then they had a whole class on the opens meetings law, which I don't think I was required to do that because I was elected early enough. But anyhow, I went through the open meetings law, so if I do get required to go, I've been through it. Then we talked about public records and how you could request them, but all in all, it was really a good day. It was a long day. It didn't get over till 4:30, but that's all I had for the week.
And one meeting I didn't make for the Pioneer Cemetery, I met with Nick one day. We went out and looked at a driveway because the guy was concerned with his field entrance and sight distance. He went out and checked it and everything was okay. Then I went to Amana 2 days ago about a complaint and concern about livestock running at large, and that morning one got smeared on the highway.
Was that theirs or was that the neighbors?
That was, how do you know what I'm talking about? So,
I was there the other day.
about the one that got hit by ballards?
Yeah, north of Amanda.
Yeah. A neighbor called that in, because they said they run at large quite a bit. So they're supposed to, the person that takes care of the welfare for the livestock, whatever, he's on vacation this week, so they're gonna go out and talk with them next week.
I didn't know whose beef it was, the guy had it.
It was, Larson's, I think.
So,
And the other guy, when I was talking to him, was complaining about when they used to bury all that concrete back over the hill. Used to be West Del Malls back there, buried
where,
just north, behind Larson's, basically, if you go back about half a mile.
up in those hills?
Yeah,
Or the Amanda picnic area?
I think that's all I have. Like I said, I got the report back from, about the sheriff appointments and how to handle that. We can talk about that some other time, and see how the cards fall, how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. Basically, you found out that we can appoint.
Yeah. We can appoint. I don't think we want to spend the money to do a special election.
I don't think so, but if people want it to be done, I would welcome it, but I don't think we
They
need to call
gotta
for
do
it.
it official.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend money to do
I don't either.
I agree with that.
it for 8 months, whatever it's gonna be.
I agree.
What would an election like that cost?
Randy, you got a guesstimate?
Just a roundabout.
All the publications.
Trying to think of what.
And then it'd be the only thing on the election, then, wouldn't
Well, our balance and programming for this election is right under 10,000, so.
Hmm.
And it's countywide too, so probably somewhere around 10.
For, like I said, for 8 months.
Yeah.
Then let them find it out after that. Okay, anything else? I'll drop out and we'll start taking care of some other business. Liquor licenses?
Make the motion?
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Right?
it? Right.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. Liquor licenses. I've chair notice for the sheriff's report, I assume. Geez. Transfer of funds to clean up fund balances, ARPA fund, 47 cents, and FEM fund of 0.04.
And that was recommended by our auditing firm, Church Red Hook, to clean this up. The FEMA one has been out there since I started here, so.
Really? Wow.
It's the auditor's opinion, I believe that's what we should do.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. Purchasing card request for Jacob Slings, Iowa County Conservation Director. It's the same as everybody else gets? No. Max amount is $1,000. Conferences, purchases out of county places, we don't have accounts for food, fuel and travel. And it's already been approved by his board, but we still have to find some.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchasing card as requested.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. Anybody think of anything for next week yet? Or what do we have for next week?
Becky.
Really?
Good catch.
Good catch. The buzz first. We're recessing it now?
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Good morning, Nick.
Does everybody know who you brought with you?
I brought George with me. He is our lead mechanic, shop foreman.
Just so everybody knows.
And first, we had bids for motor graders due this week. Well, they were due in a few weeks, but everybody was done early with the bidding, so I had them bring it in.
So since this is, obviously, I don't know if you want me to read all this or not. It's gonna be. Because when I talked to you about it, you said there's a lot of pluses and minuses. Like one company had it included and the other company didn't have it included.
Well, we were looking to make sure that it was all even.
Which grader are you getting rid of?
Yellow one.
Captain Obvious.
Unit 226 out of Millersburg shop.
Yeah.
Van D's?
Yeah.
So is form number 2 where it's balanced out? I like the disclaimer here, that's awesome.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
So we're comparing these numbers?
No, you're gonna compare that one to this, plus we gotta get a wing.
The other one has a wing?
This is the wing included.
Wait,
Alright,
this is.
so, is that, you pull that out of the cat one, all torper?
Right here.
Cat,
How many bids did you get?
2, Cat and John Deere. So Cat is, all torper there. I'm gonna throw out round numbers just to go fast, but they offered the new unit at $416,000. Plus, we gotta get a snow wing for $34,000. Less our trade-in of unit 226, which is $30,000, for a grand total out of our pocket of $420,393.
So the question that I'll ask is the snow wing, can you switch them from the old to new or is the old shot?
Old shop.
That one you just read was the cat.
That's Cat.
That's cat.
John Deere, their unit price is $419,000. They gave us 2 bids for wings, but the one that Darren and he would like is $31,450, less $35,000 for the trade-in.
That's,
What's the grand total?
So that one's gonna, somewhere around 415, unless somebody's got a calculator. I did the other wing when
I was gonna say, just in my head, the John Deere one's cheaper. But I didn't do it.
somebody's got a calculator, 419.
I can do it.
I'm doing it
What are you
right
doing?
now.
Okay.
415, 450, right?
Sorry, type it here.
This is the little bit more, I had figured in the other wing, this wing is a couple $1,000s more, but that is the one that the operator prefers because it's a little bit more heavy duty and matches a little bit more what he has.
Okay, you didn't get all the numbers yet that she wanted, have you?
Yeah, 415, 450.
Which is approximately
5,000 less.
cheaper.
5,000 cheaper. I know that John Deere here has the sealed premium circle where Cat's is not sealed, so you gotta grease it every day.
So the sealed is better.
Correct.
And I don't think we've had too many problems with the current. We have one that's sealed right now or 2
We have 4.
that are all sealed. I thought it was just,
The 2, no, we bought it twice. So all 4 machines have that sealed unit on it.
And then you like it better?
By far.
Is what? You're looking like you're looking, I didn't take anything off.
I did. And then so George here looked over everything. Did Cat offer anything special to make it worth $5,000 more? And the last 4 that we bought have been John Deere's. And you like those?
We have not had any.
And the John Deere that you spec, is it spec with what the driver wants yet? Or do we have to worry about pluses or minuses for the hand controls or anything else?
That bid has got his hand controls he wants,
Okay,
out of the 3.
I know sometimes that can add a price.
Correct.
It's also got the mini wheel steering wheel up front. I think both options do.
Yeah.
Because we're about the steering wheels.
I'm not, I just, so it's what they want.
Yeah, I think there's 3 different options for hand controls, right? And the salesman talked to our person, so he bid out the only one. So I believe Cat also has a deadline of May. And John Deere doesn't have a deadline, but when I talked to him, they were like 90 days out. I think they're both gonna be very similar timeout, right? I think really Cat said they were about 4 months out, but they don't wanna pay the late fees, so they made it 6 months out. And John Deere just said, we don't do that whatsoever, we're too big.
And everything nowadays still, I hate to use these words, but the V-blades fit on everything, or
The what?
V-blades.
They're all in good shape. That's why we didn't bid
But I mean, that one V-blade fits on everything.
Correct.
Okay,
Everything's interchangeable now.
It's all standard.
Alderson lift on.
I just finally figured that out.
And this includes, Scarifier,
Yeah, a new V-pick.
V-Pick.
Yeah, we have plenty of scare fires, but the V-picks, these things from Caterpillar, we've had to weld them up, beat them up so many times that they're non-repairable anymore. So we get this new brand that they're heavier built. And they still stand up to anything.
What are the magnets jumps that we drag up? You can put those on these two then?
Yes. And both brackets.
That's all the questions I got.
What was the difference between, I see we got another one, out of Lador sites, it's got more hours on it. How can we fix the one with?
That's,
Jay Ballard's.
Yeah.
We just put a new engine in the transmission
Okay.
like a year and a half ago.
Okay,
without saying too many names there.
right, okay,
Yeah, we took a 30,
okay,
45 grand.
that's good to know.
Like 34,000.
Yeah, same year and model.
Yeah, exactly, about the same area.
And, I think from what I hear, he likes the machine shop. He's on
I
a
just
short list.
thought it was had 2,000 more hours on, so I'd answered that question.
Motor grader operator's okay with either one? Or is he like John Deere, or is he have a preference, or?
He prefers the John Deere. He's more comfortable in it. He's ran another machine that's the new cat down there when his was down. The controls aren't
Not the same.
not up to his.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve.
Once you get used to something, it's just, it's kind of hard to switch sometimes.
Right.
Any other questions?
I think the new one here, I think it's got his headrest in there, extra headrest. It's got Bluetooth radio for hands-free.
And that's all included in the price. Last time it was an extra cost. This is all included now.
They changed the models from like GP to just P.
Correct. A bigger cab, more visibility.
Did you make a motion on that?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to go with John Deere motor graders.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
415, 450.
Thank you, sir.
It's surprising that they're not more expensive than that.
I did look, I got it here, the last round.
Like, just compared to like what we spent on our equipment, I'm like, yeah, I know, that's the thing.
Do they deliver them on the semi? So if they don't construct them, they come out of semi? And they deliver? I don't need it.
Yeah.
George just left. I've never been here when they,
I was just curious.
What?
I would assume.
They deliver them on a semi.
Oh, I don't assume so.
It's gotta be a pretty good size load.
So. They'll probably invite us over in March and watch the machine roll off the line. Get a tour of the factory.
Where are they made that?
That one is I don't know, Davenport, Moline, or whatever. Yeah, the last ones were, 350 minus trade-ins. So this one's 430. Which I actually thought they could be more. So what I'm gonna do is we'll get this ordered, it'll be here in March. I'll do a budget amendment, but we won't have any equipment then for next fiscal year. We just pull forward. All right, next one I have, I'll make this easy. I know that you guys, or at least Alan in the past, had wanted G Street in Middle Amana. Brown, yeah, Diamond Brown, Brandy. So he gives us a price there per square yard and mobilization. Flaggers and traffic control can be adjusted if we do it or if we just close the road.
How much is it?
$41,340.
That would come out of the Amana fund, right?
Amana fund, which right now we have 1.16 million in there.
41,348.
What cover that?
So yeah, that cost per square yard is up quite a bit from what we did 2 years ago. But also, all this slurry, they can't dump into the edge. They'll have to haul it out of town, dump it because there are yards. And it's a shorter stretch, so it's gonna cost a little bit more. That is, if you think that diamond grinding will help that road.
It has every other road they've worked on. It has every other road they've worked on. Every other road that we've.
Oh, yeah, well, every other road, most of them, they got a little sloppy over in Conroy, kind of. But every other road, you can tell, in my mind, it was a better fit to work on. This one, although bumpy, is bumpy for, I don't know, it's a little bit different, so.
You don't think it's gonna help as much?
It could, it's just a different animal than what you ground down before.
Because we're going 25 miles an hour as opposed to 55 miles an hour. In my
The
opinion.
other ones were clearly pumped in the center. This one, although it is rough if you were going faster, I know that in a truck, dump truck, it can be rough, 25 miles an hour. I don't think it's terrible, but you guys have asked for this, so I provided it. And
What do you think, John? You probably know more than anybody.
I'm a putzer, so it doesn't bother me one bit.
Right?
Right.
Right.
I could ask around over at Amana and see what
Yeah,
people's
that's what I would
opinions
do.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, people living on the street might not want it done because it slows people down.
Yeah, I notice in my car, my truck, the road's a little rough, but again, you're going 25 miles an hour. So if you go into any street into Iowa City or Williamsburg or Marengo here, the streets are more rough.
Right.
What's the speed limit there? Is it 25?
Like 25.
Probably it's residential.
How long have you been good for?
Well, they're looking for fall work, so, they said if we approve it, they come in next week.
Yeah, I'd ask around, John.
Yeah, it's-
But if you wait too long, they might not be able to come in.
Right, but like, you can probably do it in a week time, can't you?
Of course, I don't need your guys' approval for this, so if you go ask around and find something out by the end of the day or Monday, you can always make your motion to, give me the authority to choose by the end of the day today. If you want to call people or whatever this afternoon, or everybody would drive it this afternoon, give them 2 cents. Because if you wanted,
if you want to do it, I don't want to miss their window, or else you might not get it back, just because we're slow. So it's a maintenance work. We don't need to take bids or even have their approval. So
What's your opinion?
it comes out of the Amana Fund. I don't have a lot of projects on tap for the Amana Fund right now. I would have to say I give it a pretty good chance that it'll make the road smoother,
Better.
right? You'll probably see then in the next year that there will be a panel or two that we'll have to replace. But we can do that. But I just wanted to make it known that I am not 100% confident that you are gonna get a nice smooth road, but it'll make it better. So if this is something you wanna spend your money on, and I don't have a lot of projects up there right now. So. I know that in the dump truck, you know, the guys that plow the street, they've asked me, hey, you wanna do something with that road next, write that down, it's bumpy in a dump truck. So, I mean, I'm okay with moving forward. I just can't give you that 100% guarantee it's gonna be as nice as the other one.
So you don't need our approval, I just do what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Now it's on you.
Yeah.
You kept bringing it up.
You said it.
I just meant, you don't have to make a motion on it by law, I don't believe, because it's maintenance.
I guess my opinion would be plan on doing it.
I'd do it.
Unless I get back with you.
Okay.
I mean, is that worth?
I'll say you do it. I'd say you
Do it unless I get back with you.
Unless somebody's absolutely against it or something.
Right. You know, and if you go drive it this afternoon or whatever, and if you're totally against it, let me know, like, hey, I really, really don't want to do this, then we won't.
I think we should put more power in John's hands and give him authority to decide on this.
I think go ahead and do it. I'm gonna be over there this afternoon.
Okay. I will wait until 2:00 and then I will let him know.
Oh, okay.
Is that enough time?
Yeah.
3:00?
Cheers, man.
You're cutting over there, too.
Okay, then when he finds he puts up between here and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be all right, I was waiting.
All right, you guys just want to make a motion or something to let me decide or whatever you want.
I'll make a motion, leave it in the hands of our engineer.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion approved. Final driving bids. Let's get that.
Okay. This is for the bridge on R Avenue that we will be doing next spring. This will be another beam and slab. We already, a couple weeks ago, did the bids for the steel. That was won by Odin. So I believe we have 3.
Okay, you ready? Taylor Construction.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's last year's. I wanted to, there's the new one. I wanted to let you know when you asked me, hey, what did we pay last year?
I got it. I'll use it.
Weapon?
I lost a finger. Fuck you, what are you doing there?
I picked up one thing. Is that blood on that thing? I don't have a beat button over here.
Could be. I cleaned a sparrow this morning. Here, hand me the knife and I'll start cleaning this up for you.
Try not to cut that. Okay, so Taylor Construction.
Is it in the envelope in the front? Or do you got it?
That's what I opened.
How many supervisors does it take to open envelopes?
Oh, shut up.
That's what bringing a knife, I guess.
Yes.
Found out you can't carry one on an airplane.
Yeah, they don't.
Unless you're flying it yourself.
You just drop your phone, just drop your phone out of it.
54,000.
You don't put your knife in your wife's carry-on, she gets mad.
Nice trick.
That was 54,000 for Taylor?
Yes.
Okay. Now who do we have?
Peterson? Sure, nobody's- $47,100. Iowa Bridge and Culver.
What's the idea with two envelopes?
Yeah. Just
They all did it.
They all did. 46,850.
What's in the second one?
Hmm?
What's in the other second one?
There's like the bid form.
What's in this one?
Yeah, no, there's a, all the other ones have been the same. They look at this one. Bid bond. It's just the bid bonds and the other envelopes.
That last one was what company?
Iowa Bridge and Culver.
Make a motion to go with Iowa Bridge and Culver, 46,850.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Going back to that grinding, I'll probably just tell him that we'll flag it and do our own traffic control. 'Cause I know we've done that on other spots. It's a small stretch in town there. We'll figure out. We'll just put up a road closed for local traffic only. People can go around. If they need to get through, I'll have a couple of flaggers out there. All right, the bridge on H Avenue, they're doing the false work this week. Our guys, we got a couple guys ditching. We did grade that 180th back to that old Scottish cemetery. So essentially, we just did a good job grading the road there. We did not do any drastic changes. If you remember, I did have a surveyor come out and he checked everything kind of. We made it a 40-foot road right off the section line. The dirt road that we kind of graded up is not in the middle of that 40-foot, but it matched pretty good to what was there. So if you want to take a look, I believe there are still lath and everything up. And there was a gentleman, I think that farms it. He stopped by, very nice guy, and he was cool with it. So
is that off of our avenue?
yes.
S. Well, S, yeah,
So, okay,
it's the S Avenue side.
our avenue would be the residence side, right?
Yes.
So I will also get a sign up at the end of it that says, road ends, private drive, when those signs come in, because I've ordered 4 of those for other spots around the town. So when those come in, right there at the cemetery, I'll put up a sign. And I got it taken care of at the DOT because it doesn't show up on the maps, but on their maps, it was not officially vacated. It was just a road open, not used. So the DOT will now have it show back up as a level B road on all our maps. Me and Dragon, I've been working on the bridge plans. Took a day or two to meet with people and everything else, and that sign that was down temporarily, it's gonna talk to him. It'll go back up. No issues there. Just like I had hoped. I just didn't want there to be a fight, so.
I just saw that they
Yep.
were doing that. I was like, I wonder, I just didn't know if you were aware of it, so.
And I talked to him about, hey, don't park there, park a little bit further down. And, so we'll make sure that we do the snow removal in that area. And then, all of our other, there was our tag meeting, and all of our other check plans are ready for finals. I just have to wait until we get the funding agreements updated through the DOT, and that'll be sometime in the next couple weeks, I believe. So all the dates will get pushed back from the letting from January to February, but that's all right. We're still good time.
Any other questions for Nick? Thank you.
All righty, you guys have a good one.
You too.
Thanks, Nick. Nick, I just want to give you a couple of feedback. Thanks for the vegetation management at KK and F15. Visibility, that's excellent. And good job of meeting the deadline or the Labor Day completion of the 108th Street Bridge out by Sayers's. You guys have stayed right. The Scuttlebutt local was concerns and fears and stuff about harvest, and the fact that that came right in on what you were planning was kudos to to dispel the worry words. So thank you very much.
And I'll also note though, that bridge was like a 15-ton. Nothing for harvest should have been taken over anyway. So.
Did I say harvest? Did I say harvest?
Yeah, what is it now? Huh? What is it? It's legal and wide. Yep, you can take whatever you want.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
All righty, you guys have a good one.
You too.
See ya.
Adam, you're up.
Yeah,
Good morning.
It was easier to stand up.
I am.
It's like,
No, I said it.
All right, this is our October report. For calls for September, we had 149 responses. 110 of those were transports and 79 were cancels or refusals. So for the current fiscal year, we're averaging 154 responses per month and 108 transports per month and 45 cancels or refusals per month. So down just a little bit from last fiscal year, but that's starting to creep up and get pretty close. There were 32 times that both our staff ambulances were busy. We were able to staff a backup ambulance 5 of those 32 times, and then twice we had to request out of county last month. A total of 17 transfers. Those are calls. Finance wise, September actual expenses were $188,568 versus a monthly budget of $209,107. Year to date, our actual expenses are $619,481 compared to a budget year to date $627,321. We're currently sitting $78,040 under budget.
$78,000?
$7,840. Sorry, this sounded better.
Yeah, it did.
Just came right out of my mouth. Actual revenue $80,384 for September. Year to date revenue $253,967. compared to a year-to-date budget revenue of $326,125. So actual revenue is under budget revenue, $72,158. That should come up. We switch over GMT, it's based on cost, and so they hold off billing it for the first couple months, so we should hopefully see that start to come back up. Year-to-date actual expenses versus revenue, or minus revenue, $365,514 compared to a budgeted difference in budget expenses to budget revenue of $301,356. So right now, because our revenue is down, our cost variance is negative $64,000. The average charge per transport, $1,504 compared to average revenue per transport of $788. And the average cost per response is $1,340 compared to our average cost per transport, $1,906. Any questions on finance? Patient satisfaction, we only got a couple months in, 100%. Regular normal stuff. Preparedness meetings. We did our September training we had air care come out and do ground safety training. Been busy with a lot of special events. We're out at Oktoberfest. Tonight we got 4 football games. We'll have all 4 ambulance staff. I did get to participate in the EMS system alignment with Iowa Health and Human Services. They had 4 meetings around the state with 10 EMS directors that they selected to meet with them. It's the whole part of the whole big beautiful bill, this rural transformation program grant. EMS is a small part, but we got to invited to talk about just kind of EMS system development in Iowa and stuff. So that was kind of neat. We have active shooter planning next, our meeting last week, and next week we have our active shooter exercise meeting next Wednesday over at HLB school. So I assume you guys already know about all that.
Yeah, I might try to swing over for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I attended the preparedness region put on a 12-lead EKG and capnography training, like a day and a half. So I attended that. It was really good. We're in the process of pretty much done with our Windows 11 upgrade that Crush IT did this week. He's got a few things he's got to finish doing on my computer. But then we've been working on our Medicare re-enrollment, working with our billing company to get that done. So it's been kind of a busy month administrative wise. Vehicles, mostly normal services. We did have a flat tire on one. We had to get repaired. I'll talk about the fuel card when we get done here. Personnel, we got 2 part-time people out with contingent offers. They got to do their physical screening, and then we can make an official offer. Safety-wise, been busy with drug screens and a lot of those. No reported injuries. We did, Hawkeye Fire was out, did fire extinguisher inspections this past Tuesday. They sent out 4 people that were really good. I think we started at 7 and we were done by 10:30, so really good, better than spending all day. I sent you in your email, I didn't hand it out, I didn't print copies. We got a safety meeting next week. Been working on this for a while, just kind of I see something, say something, safety program. And then when I did this, I was like, well, if they call me, I need something to take the information. I came up with a form. So I was going to show that to safety committee and see if that's something we can go move forward with. Do that, unless anybody has any concerns, I guess.
No, I thought it was good.
Yeah, that's all I got. Next safety meeting is 10/21. Nothing on HIPAA. That's all I got for my regular report. And then we were notified on our Casey's. So we use our Casey's fuel card when we're real busy and we need to get fuel like out of the county, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, or we have a trip to say Des Moines or something. Or like when one of our local, we get fuel at multi-county and at Whiting's, if they're down or out, then we have to go to Casey's. Which we did last year when multi-county replaced their pumps. We really needed it. So, but they're going to start charging. So we don't use it all the time, but we need it. We need it. $1.95 per card per month. Well, that's really not I only use the card once a month and now I'm paying $1.95 per card. So I checked out this Wex fleet card. You guys have probably heard of it. I think it's a pretty big name in fleet cards for fuel. Thought maybe I would, if you guys are okay with it, apply for one of those and then just eliminate our Casey's card for it.
No charge, they can be used everywhere.
Yeah, then it could be used anywhere. Yeah, that would be helpful too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
You need a motion?
Would it be all right?
Yeah, probably should just do a motion.
I'll make a motion to use the Lex fuel cards instead of the Casey fuel cards.
For a second,
I'll second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Good to go.
Well, have a great weekend.
You
You
too.
too.
Hope I don't see you.
Everybody should have a long day to go to tonight, probably, because there's 4 of them, so.
Yeah, we'll get one of them.
Does anybody else have anything else for today?
This is the last week of regular season, isn't
For the 8 man, I think Williamsburg has.
There's another one next week, so but I'm pretty sure.
Because the bigger schools have one game next week, and smaller schools start playoffs next week.
I don't think there's anything else. Want me to see? To adjourn.
Second,
Might see me in that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
It's
You
hard-
sure? Yeah.
It's hard to believe the season's already almost over.
I know.
I know, 24 days till basketball.
That's because it's been so warm.